है। इसमें आपने ठीक कहा कि लोगों में बहुत भ्रांतियां हैं हमारे ट्रेड के बारे में। पहला चीज तो ये कि एलपीजी जो ट्रेड है, जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर नेटवर्क है, हम इसको सर्विस ओरिएंटेड समझते हैं। हम इसको एज ए सर्विस लेते हैं, नॉट एज ए टोटली बिजनेस। कोई शक नहीं, इसमें हमारा इसमें बिजनेस है और इसमें जो भी आदमी किसी भी बिजनेस में आता है तो उसका पर्पज ये होता है कि उसको एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलती है, रोजगार मिलता है और उसमें कुछ उसको प्रॉफिट भी होना चाहिए। बट शुरू से ही जब से एलपीजी इंट्रोड्यूस हुई है और जब से सब्सिडी चालू हुई है तो इट इज मोर लाइक ए सर्विस देन ए बिजनेस और ए ट्रेड। और मेजोरिटी जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स हैं दे फॉलो द गाइडलाइंस। वो इसको सर्विस समझ के इस सर्विस को कस्टमर को, जैसे ही आपने अभी जैसे कोरोना का जैसे हुआ, शुरू में लॉकडाउन तो बाद में हुआ, पहले जनता कर्फ्यू आया फिर लॉकडाउन हुआ, लेकिन हम लोगों ने लॉकडाउन से करीब 2-3 हफ्ते पहले ही, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे 3 या 4 मार्च से जैसे भी हमारे को न्यूज मिली अब मीडिया से, एक्सपर्ट से, कुछ डॉक्टर से, बाहर की न्यूज, तो तब तक भारत में तो इतना ज़्यादा हुआ नहीं था इसका इम्पैक्ट और लोग इससे को वाकिफ भी नहीं थे कि हिंदुस्तान में, भारत में किस तरीके से आएगा। लोग इसको सीरियसली नहीं ले रहे थे, लेकिन हम लोगों ने 3 या 4 मार्च के आसपास हम लोगों ने इसको महसूस किया और हमने जितने भी हमारा डिलीवरी स्टाफ था उनको सबको बुला के ट्रेनिंग दी, उनको समझाया कि भाई ये ऐसे ऐसे कि ये वायरस है तो आप इसको आप लोगों को इसमें सावधानी बरतनी है। और हम लोगों ने ऑयल कंपनी से भी रिक्वेस्ट की और खुद पे हमने इनको मास्क, सैनिटाइजर्स में जरूरी नहीं कि हम उसको सैनिटाइजर जो, क्योंकि उन दिनों में डुप्लीकेट बहुत शुरू हो गया था, कोई गारंटी, तो हम लोगों ने डिटोल्स और दूसरे जो साधन थे उनको यूज करना उनको सिखाया, उनको ग्लोव्स दिए, उनको मास्क दिए और सबको इस बारे में समझाया कि किसी के घर के अंदर जाकर अगर आपको डाउट है कि वहाँ पे कोई शक है या कुछ है, तो आप पहले चीज तो आप सिलेंडर डिलीवर करोगे, खुद को सेव करो, उसके बाद कस्टमर को सेव करना, आपको उसकी सेफ्टी का ध्यान रखना है। तो हम लोगों ने सिलेंडर का सैनिटाइजेशन करना उसी शुरू में मार्च के पहले हफ्ते से शुरू कर दिया और लड़कों को भी काफ़ी ट्रेनिंग दे दी थी। बट जैसे जैसे ये वक्त बीतता गया और मार्च का लॉकडाउन आया, एक इसमें हमारे ट्रेड के अंदर भय का वातावरण डिलीवरी स्टाफ के अंदर आया। बट हम लोगों ने उनको मोटिवेट करके, उनको समझा के, क्योंकि वो इतने दिन से काम कर रहे थे, कस्टमर डीलिंग थी उनकी, और उन्होंने भी बड़ा बोल्ड डिसीजन लेके, मेजोरिटी ऑफ डिलीवरी मैन से बड़ा बोल्ड उनकी फैमिली को तैयार किया गया और तब उन्होंने लोगों के घरों में जाके डोर स्टेप पे सिलेंडर डिलीवरी बराबर चालू रखी पूरे हिंदुस्तान में। सोशल मीडिया में आके लोगों को जागरूक किया। तो हमारे जो मेजोरिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के जो स्टाफ हैं उन लोगों में थोड़ी एक हिम्मत बंधी और वो आज भी बरकरार अपनी जान को जोखिम में डाल के, रिस्क लेके बराबर लोगों के घरों पे सैनिटाइज करके सिलेंडर सेफ्टी के साथ। और आपको एक चीज और बता दूं, इस पिछले 2-3 महीने में कोई बैकलॉग नहीं है। ज्यादातर लोगों को विदिन 48 आवर्स में रिफिल हर कोने में सप्लाई हो रही है। आपने कलकत्ता में, इसमें उड़ीसा में देखा होगा, अभी जो साइक्लोन आया था उसके बावजूद नेक्स्ट डे से बराबर सिलेंडर की डिलीवरी चालू रही। और इसमें मैं सभी अपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स का और उसके स्टाफ को धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने इसको एज ए चैलेंज लेके, नो डाउट अबाउट इट, इसमें मिनिस्ट्री ने भी, मंत्री साहब ने भी पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट लेके डे टू डे उन्होंने इसका सर्वेलेंस किया और सब लोगों से बाकायदा तालमेल बैठा के, चाहे वो डिलीवरी मैन है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स है, ऑयल कंपनीज हैं, ऑयल कंपनीज के अधिकारी हैं, फील्ड ऑफिसर्स हैं, सबको लेके इस चेन को बराबर आज तक रखा हुआ है। बहुत चैलेंज है, रेट अप एंड डाउन होते हैं, वेदर साथ नहीं देता कई दफ़ा, बट उसके बावजूद भी इसको हमने काफ़ी एक चैलेंज के हिसाब से लिया है और सभी लोगों का साथ रहा तो हम इस लड़ाई में अच्छी तरह से इसमें से बचकर निकलेंगे। हम उपभोक्ता की भी देखभाल करेंगे, उसकी भी सेफ्टी का ख्याल करेंगे और अपने डिलीवरी स्टाफ का ख्याल करेंगे। कुछ जगह पे लोग इसमें सेफ्टी पे ध्यान नहीं दे रहे, बड़े लापरवाही से काम कर रहे हैं। हम लोग जैसे सैनिटाइज करके हर आदमी को सिलेंडर दे रहे हैं, हर कस्टमर को सिलेंडर दे रहे हैं, लेकिन कस्टमर का वैसा रिस्पॉन्स नहीं है। मेजोरिटी का है, कुछ लोग उस पर ध्यान नहीं देते, सेफ्टी डिस्टेंस मेंटेन नहीं करते, मास्क नहीं लगाते हैं, सिलेंडर की घर में देखभाल ठीक से नहीं करते हैं, उसमें जैसे मर्जी उसका गलत इस्तेमाल कर लेते हैं। और हमारे जो मैकेनिक्स हैं, एक 1906 सर्विस है 24 आवर लीकेज कंप्लेंट। हैरत होगी आप लोगों को सबको कि जब लॉकडाउन था, मोटरसाइकिल भी अलाउ नहीं थी, पासिस भी इशू नहीं हुए थे, हम लोगों ने 24 घंटे रात में भी जाके कस्टमर के घर अगर किसी की लीकेज है तो उस कंप्लेंट को अटेंड किया, चाहे वो कितनी भी दूर था। गेट बंद होते थे, लोग दरवाजा नहीं खोलते थे, सोसाइटी के गेट पे ताला लगा था, वॉचमैन अलाउ नहीं करता था, कस्टमर वेट कर, उस बावजूद सारे चैलेंज को हमने झेल के और बराबर इस सप्लाई को, इस चेन को बरकरार रखा है और आगे भी रखेंगे। और सबसे जरूरी है कि कस्टमर का इसमें हमें सहयोग चाहिए। उसके अलावा हमें ऑयल कंपनी का बड़ा सहयोग चाहिए, लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का जो सहयोग चाहिए। अमूमन सरकारी अभी डिपार्टमेंट है, काफी दफ्तर तो बंद है, लेकिन वो पूरा तरह से अभी पूरा नहीं सब फंक्शन हो रहा है। तो ज्यादातर जैसे आत्मनिर्भर का एक नाम आया है, हमारा ट्रेड भी आत्मनिर्भर होकर दूसरे के भरोसे ना रह के हम काम कर रहे हैं, बाकायदा रिस्क लेके। और
बहुत धन्यवाद चंद्र प्रकाश जी।
जो एक मिनट लाल साहब,
हाँ,
इंडिया हमारे करीब को 24,500 डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स हैं।
अच्छा, so I stand corrected that the distributors are not 27,000 but 24,500
और 27+ crores हमारे कस्टमर्स हैं।
But the report says that the customers are अच्छा now the okay no. It was initially yeah okay thank बहुत धन्यवाद चंद्र प्रकाश जी, आपने काफी कुछ बताया। आपने बताया कि किस तरह सारी ऑड कंडीशंस में होते हुए भी आप लोग, आपके डिलीवरी मैन घर घर जाके सिलेंडर्स को पूरी सुरक्षा से, पूरी सैनिटाइज करके सप्लाई कर रहे हैं। नाउ माय नेक्स्ट पैनलिस्ट, ही इज मिस्टर अतुल आर शाह। Welcome Mr. Atul Shah on this show.
Thank you.
Mr. Shah is the Bharat Gas Distributor at Mumbai. He is the Executive President, All India Bharat Gas Distributors Association. He is also the National Coordinator of All India LPG Distributors Federation. Mr. Atul Shah, welcome to our show. Now, you have already heard what Mr. Chandra Prakash said, that in spite of all the odd conditions, and that you people or the distributors have tried their best to give the services to the public at large, and still they are not termed as a warrior. Now, whether they are warrior or not, that we will see and we will discuss during our discussion today. But my question to you again is, due to the COVID-19, what impact is on LPG trade? Mr. Atul Shah, please.
So thank you, Mr. Lal. Mr. Chandra, our President, Mr. Chandra Prakash, has already covered everything, most of the part. But since he has spoken in Hindi, I would like to say covering all those aspects in English as well, so that people in the South can understand. See, as we know, no one on this earth knew in the month of December 2019 that the world will go through this tough time, but what we are passing through. So we were not prepared. This was something we were caught unaware. And so we were not prepared to deal the situation. What are the situations that will come and challenges that we face. And the whole world, when the whole world has come standstill, the biggest challenge was, one side, government and media, everybody propagating, please stay at home, take care of yourself, there's a lockdown, okay? And there are a lot of negativity spreading through social media. So it was difficult for us to convince our staff to come and work. As Mr. Chandra Prakash ji has said, it was really tough time explaining them, their families, enrolling them and telling them we'll take care of them. And we have incentivized them to come in during this period. We have given all the PPE, hand gloves, sanitizers, face shields. We have started disinfecting cylinders. The cylinders were disinfected at the plant level, then at the distributorship level. So these were the initial problem. And the biggest problem, what came in the month of April first week, that people realized that during lockdown, they may not get the cylinders. So we were getting panic booking. So normally what the booking we used to get normally say 100 cylinders a day, we started getting 300 cylinders a day. So there was a 3-time jump. So these all things were there. At some places there were skeleton staff. Somewhere people used to started coming and then later they went away to native places. So these were the initial challenges that we faced. So we were constantly working on this, how to maintain and continue the customer service. See, we have really, we are grateful that we got an opportunity to serve our customer during this testing times and trying time and tough time. This is the time, I mean, nobody has witnessed in our mankind. So this was a real challenge, and we are happy to say with the support of government, as a local administration, police, health officers or municipal officers, and then the entire supply chain. I mean, petroleum ministry, our company officers, then transporters, distributors, delivery men, counter staff, mechanics, and customers. So by and large, we had some minuscule complaints initial days, but they also realized, and every customer has cooperated us, bearing few. So this was our journey to begin with, and we are providing all the safety gadgets to our delivery men from our own pocket. And only thing is we also like to feel proud when our delivery men and staff will be termed as warriors. So they have been appreciated on many forums by the petroleum ministry and our oil companies. Still, that will be a big thing that they will be feel elated.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Atul Shah, for giving insight of the distribution system of LPG. And you also mentioned that you will feel happy when the delivery man or the distributors will be treated as a warrior. Now, my next panelist today is Ms. Asunta Yesaya. Welcome, Ms. Asunta, on this show.
Thank you, Mr. Lal.
She is the Indian oil gas distributor at Bengaluru. Ms. Asunta is the Vice President of All India LPG Distributors Federation. She is also the Vice President of All India Indian Distributor Association of Bengaluru. Ms. Asunta, you have heard what Mr. Chandra Prakash and what Mr. Atul Shah has mentioned, that how it was a very, very difficult time. And during that difficult time, the gas distributors kept their promises, tried to provide the deliveries at time, and after the full safety norms by sanitizing the cylinders and keeping the social distance, etc. Now, I would like to know from you about the same thing, that COVID-19 impact on LPG trade. What are your views? Ms. Asunta Yesaya, please.
Thank you, Mr. Lal. I think Mr. Chandra Prakash and Mr. Atul have covered most of the points. But also I would like to add a lot of points here. Initially, after the first curfew day when everything was shut, then the lockdown started. Now, after that, everybody were clueless as to how to go about in this situation. We were clueless as to how to deliver cylinders, how to sanitize them, how to make the environment safe and free from the COVID. So what we did was, initially the first 3 days, nothing happened after the lockdown. And slowly things came to a little bit of normalcy. But there were a lot of challenges over there. We had to get these, and in Karnataka, we had another issue. We had the festival of Ugadi. So Ugadi, generally, all the workers go back home. They celebrate Ugadi for 2 days and then they come back. So this lockdown happened before Ugadi. So what happened? Everybody went to their villages to celebrate the festival and they never came back for 4-5 days. As a result, 4-5 days, we had a huge backlog piling up because people couldn't come back. And after the festival, they could not return because of the transport. There was absolutely no transport. Police was not allowing them to move around. So, and their uniforms were in their houses in Bengaluru, their ID cards, they had no access to it. So this was a very challenging situation for us. So for us, we had to contact the police, we had to contact our principals, IOC, and then also get in touch with our delivery boys. Now, in the COVID times, everything was shut, everything. There was no taxis, buses, nothing for them. So finally, we had to send our own transport, send our personal drivers, pick them up from their villages, which was around 30, 40 kilometers away, bring 2-3 guys together to start off the work. Then started the work of sanitizing the premises, sanitizing the offices, sanitizing the cylinders. Now all the offices and everything was shut. So we had to go and, procure the sanitizers, procure disinfectants, procure sprays to spray the cylinders. And it was a mammoth task. Call up the distributor or shopkeepers concerned that please open, we need this. Because we were unable to source it anywhere in the city. So finally, we managed to get the boys back. But there was another question. Yeah, like Atul said, the message was stay safe, stay home. Now the delivery men said, why are we going out on the roads when everybody is told to stay safe, stay home? I mean, there is a paranoia outside. So I am not above that paranoia, neither am I a Superman. Now that is the argument they put to me, ma'am, how do we go out in there? The government is telling us to stay home. So we had to convince them, listen, we are the essential commodities. We are there, you all are the warriors which have to be on the field. If you all don't go there, the whole system will collapse. If the delivery men don't supply, the oil companies cannot give cylinders, everything will collapse. You all are the main conduit to fix the medium between the customer and the oil companies. So please, coax them, cajole them, and counsel their parents, counsel their wives. It was a big mammoth task. They were not willing, the wives and the mothers and the relatives at home said, madam, he's the only earning son at home. He's the only earning man. And if anything goes wrong, who is responsible? So this needed a lot of convincing, lot of talking to with them. And again, like earlier said by Atul, we had to sensitize them and give them more incentives and say, see, listen, we'll do this to you. Please come back. So once they started, there was another problem. Since all the restaurants were shut, all the shops were shut, they couldn't even get water, food. Nothing was available for them. So again, the whole thing, like we had to procure the water to give, though there is a water in the office, there is ample supply. But when they go out for supply, they don't get that water they need. So we had to give them that, then arrange for food for them in the afternoon. This was another task of where do we get the food for about 20, 30 people all of a sudden, because nothing was available. So this was also a challenging task for us. So day by day, we faced with new and new different kinds of challenges. How do we get petrol? Petrol bunks, many bunks were closed. Now the vehicles needed petrol. The vehicles also needed maintenance. There was no mechanics around. Now, how do you supply cylinders when the vehicles are broken down? There's absolutely nobody there. So every day was a different challenge. So by and large, we managed to overcome all these and started supplying normally, I should say, within a week's time. And again, there was a pressure from the customers, pressure from the oil companies. Now, customers were into a lot of panic booking. They said they wanted cylinders immediately because everybody thought it's going to shut down. Nobody knew the future. And the oil company said, you have to supply. Come what may, you have to give them the cylinder. So there was a lot of challenges for distributors.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Asunta, for giving such a, telling about the challenges which a distributor has to face, how you have to motivate, how to bring back the delivery persons, and how to see that they should get the food and the water when they are supplying the gas to the households. And that is very clear, because if the gas will not reach to anybody's kitchen, the whole house and the purpose of the lockdown will collapse, because person cannot live without food in his house. So I am sure that what you have said, the people will understand what are the challenges. Now my next panelist today, the guest is Mr. Abhay Sharma. Welcome, Mr. Abhay Sharma, on this show. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Abhay Sharma.
Thank you very much, Mr. Goel, for this opportunity.
Mr. Abhay Sharma is the head of operations, Mathura Gas Service. Mathura Gas Service is the Indian oil gas distributor at Mathura, one of the oldest gas service of Mathura. Mr. Abhay Sharma, you have heard all the panelists, Mr. Chandra Prakash, Mr. Atul Shah, as well as Mr. Ashwanta. Now, what you want to say about the COVID-19 impact on LPG trade, keeping in mind that whatsoever they have said, what you want to add, and the conditions today, or in all that about the COVID-19. So COVID-19 impact on LPG trade, Mr. Abhay Sharma, please.
First and foremost, Mr. Goel, I would like to thank you for this opportunity that I could participate in this webinar with such senior people in our LPG distributorship family. It is definitely going to be a learning curve and a very good experience for me being alongside such dignified people in our industry. With regards to LPG, the trade, the first thing that I would like to mention is, as everybody has pointed out, the vulnerability of the disease is the same for everyone. And while we are a part of essential commodities, we have to understand that we are also as vulnerable to a disease as everybody else. And we were just given 4 hours to come up with something, because we have been doing it as, and we are talking about being warriors. We are not just COVID-19 warriors. Our delivery personnel are not just COVID-19 warriors. They have been warriors since 1965, as you mentioned, delivering every day like clockwork without fail to households over so many years. And one of the reasons why I believe that they have been I would not say ignored. We have been very well appreciated by all our peers, our ministries, our associations. But by and large, in the media and everything, we are not as much appreciated. And one of the reasons for that is because we have been doing it silently for so many years that it is almost expected of us that LPG will be delivered. And people don't sometimes understand the challenges that we and our delivery personnel have to go through every day, apart from this current situation we are in. But during COVID, it has been even more challenging. It has been very difficult. Our senior panelists have covered mostly everything. But there's one more thing that I would like to add to the whole discussion. If we remember, along with all these challenges that we were facing on a day-to-day basis to deliver domestic cylinders to our general customers, we also have a large customer base of Ujjwala. And I come from a relatively small town compared to our senior distributors here. And we have a lot of adjoining villages in and around our city. And the challenges faced by distributors whose bulk customers belong to the Ujjwala category. As we all know, Ujjwala category was a good initiative launched to provide free gas cylinders to women who were not cooking on LPG. And we had, the government had announced 3 free Ujjwala gas cylinders. And at that point of time, there was a lot of confusion as to what the scheme was. We have to understand that Ujjwala customers were using 4 cylinders on an average in 2 months. And we had announced a scheme for 3 cylinders in 3 months. And everybody now, although for the future of our trade, it was a very good step so that we get more people of Ujjwala customers to use our cylinders more frequently than they do. But in the first 2 weeks, it was a big task to execute those deliveries for the distributorships in our villages, because they were equipped for their delivery infrastructure was not as much equipped to deal with the inflow of bookings, which, as mentioned by our panelists, was 3-fold, sometimes 4-fold, with no mechanics, no vehicles available, no people available. It was very difficult for them to suddenly increase their delivery infrastructure within a day, within 2 days. And with the public in villages were not as socially aware as the public in the cities. So they would crowd, there were 100, 150 people at distributorships during the first 2 weeks of the lockdown, asking what happened to their gas, what happened, going to their godowns, going to their offices, which was a challenge in itself. We are already dealing delivering a cylinder to a person's house during this pandemic has been a challenge because we have to maintain social distance and dealing with public. And since we are in a trade where we deal with a lot of public, it became difficult. And like everybody else, I would again like to say that it has been a big challenge because we are the same like everybody else. And all these challenges that I do not want to harp on them over and over again because we have discussed them almost fully. But there's another challenge which we can discuss further as well, that we have a commercial business as well. And with everything, the whole market demand coming down to a standstill, apart from being a service to the nation, we are also a business, and we have lost a lot of business opportunity and a lot of sustainability during this difficult period, like everybody else. But it has been a challenge. And I'd like to say that our associations, our LPG associations, our OMCs, and our even our ministries. In fact, the Honorable Minister also took a webinar and spoke with the distributors to motivate us, which in turn helps us even further motivating our staff, which we have been doing from the very first day. But it still helps, and they have all been in touch regularly and constantly supporting us. And we are trying to get through this difficult period that we are.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abhay Sharma, for giving the details. As you mentioned, there are lots of challenges. Rather, the Petroleum Minister himself, as well as all others, are promoting you, are supporting you, and giving the confidence to serve the nation. Now, चंद्र प्रकाश जी, मेरा आपसे प्रश्न है, क्या इसके बारे में गवर्नमेंट से या तेल कंपनियों ने कोई स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर या एसओपी बनाया है डिलीवरी मैनों के लिए? ऐसा कुछ बनाया गया है जो सब आपके डिलीवरी मैन उससे?
हाँ, ऑयल कंपनीज ने भी कुछ एसओपी इश्यूज किए हैं, कुछ बिगनिंग में किए, कुछ बीच बीच में करते आ रहे हैं। बट हम लोगों ने, हमारी फेडरेशन ने भी अपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के लिए, जो प्रैक्टिकल था, ग्राउंड रियलिटीज पे बेस्ड था, हम लोगों ने भी अपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को एसओपीज की डायरेक्शंस दिए, बना के सर्कुलेट किए हैं। ऑयल कंपनीज ने भी की हैं। और आपको एक मैं एडिशनल, जो अभी इन्होंने, अभय जी ने, असुंता जी ने, अतुल जी ने बताया, हमारा जो मेन टारगेट रहा इस क्राइसिस में, हमारा था कि जो हमारे एग्जिस्टिंग डोमेस्टिक कस्टमर्स हैं, क्योंकि कमर्शियल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट तो टोटली बंद हो गए थे, एक्सेप्ट कुछ गवर्नमेंट्स के जो डिपार्टमेंट्स थे, एनजीओस के थे, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स के, जो माइग्रेटरी लेबर गरीबों को खाना खिलाने का था, उनके अलावा बाकी सारे कमर्शियल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट बंद हो गए थे। तो कोई कमर्शियल सेल नहीं थी, कोई छोटे सिलेंडर्स की सेल नहीं थी। मेन टारगेट हम डिलीवरी मैनों ने पकड़ा कि जो हमारे एग्जिस्टिंग जो कस्टमर है डोमेस्टिक, उनके घर पे डोर स्टेप पे, घर के अंदर नहीं, डोर स्टेप पे सिलेंडर डिलीवर करना। इसमें फिर मार्च के एंड में प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पेट्रोलियम ने जो पीएमवाई की जो कस्टमर से, उज्ज्वला जिसको हम बोलते हैं, उनको जो फ्री सिलेंडर्स देने थे, वो एक बहुत चैलेंज भरा काम था इस पीरियड के अंदर। जो पर्टिकुलरली जो ग्रामीण डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स और जिनके पास कस्टमर स्ट्रेंथ बहुत कम थी, उनके पास इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी उसी हिसाब से, जैसे अभय जी ने बताया कि उनकी एवरेज 3 या 4 सिलेंडर्स की थी। बट इन 3 महीनों में, अप्रैल मई जून में 3 सिलेंडर उनको फ्री डिलीवर करना बहुत अच्छी स्कीम है, क्योंकि उस गरीब के पास कैश नहीं था, उसको पैसा नहीं था सिलेंडर खरीदने के लिए, तो उनके लिए बहुत बड़ी राहत थी। और वो भी हर महीने करीब 8 करोड़ कस्टमर्स को सिलेंडर डिलीवर करना। लोग यकीन नहीं करेंगे, हमारे कुछ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर, जिसमें महिला वितरक भी शामिल है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर भी शामिल है, खुद गाड़ियों के साथ जाके सिलेंडर उन्होंने अपने कंधों पे डिलीवर किए हैं। और इतने दुर्गम एरियाज में जाके, और आपको एक चीज बता दूं, उन दिनों फसल का टाइम भी था, तो कोई व्हीकल्स नहीं मिल रहे थे किराए पे, ऑटो रिक्शा या ट्रैक्टर वगैरह ग्रामीण एरिया में। उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने बाकायदा एक टारगेट एक लेके, पूरी जिम्मेवारी के साथ रिस्क लेके, एक्स्ट्रा उन्होंने मैन पावर की। एक और चीज इसमें ऐड करता हूं आपको मैं, इस बीच में जब लॉकडाउन था तो कुछ असामाजिक तत्वों ने उस चीज का फायदा उठाने की कोशिश की और हमारे डिलीवरी के साथ लूटपाट काफी की, स्टैबिंग भी की, चोट भी पहुंचाई, कैश भी छीना, सिलेंडर भी छीना। वो भी एक डर था। उसको हमने करने के लिए हर डिलीवरी मैन के साथ एक एडिशनल हम लोगों ने स्टाफ उसको प्रोवाइड किया। ऑटो रिक्शा के साथ भी किया, उस लड़के के साथ भी किया, क्योंकि कुछ जगह कंटेनमेंट एरिया था, आधा किलोमीटर डिलीवरी मैन गर्मी के अंदर कंधे पे सिलेंडर लेके गया, अकेला जाता, रिश्ता हमने उसको एक हेल्पर भी दिया। उन हेल्पर्स ने भी हमारी बहुत सहायता की, जो आज तक कंटिन्यू है। ऑन एन एवरेज हर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के साथ करीब कोई 20-22 तो डायरेक्टली स्टाफ इन्वॉल्व है। किसी के पास 60-70 भी है, किसी के पास 10 भी है, बट ऑन एन एवरेज 20-25 के बीच में आसपास में पूरे हिंदुस्तान को अगर आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो उसमें एडिशनल स्टाफ भी हम लोगों ने काफी ऐड किया, क्योंकि एज फैक्टर था। कुछ डिलीवरी स्टाफ कोई 55 साल का था, कोई 58 साल का था, कोई 52 साल का था, कोई फिजिकली वीक था, तो उन लोगों को भी हमने रखा वन पे काम पे, बट उनको ज्यादा बर्डन नहीं दिया। उनके साथ हम लोगों ने हेल्पर ऐड किए।
चंद्र प्रकाश जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
एसओपी का जो आपने कहा,
हाँ, यस,
उसमें जैसे मैंने बताया हमारा मेन टारगेट था होम डिलीवरी करना एग्जिस्टिंग डोमेस्टिक कस्टमर का, बट उसके अंदर लोगों की भी, सरकार की भी, ऑयल कंपनीज की भी कुछ एडिशनल सर्विसेज जोड़ने का भी एक मुहिम छेड़ी हुई है। लेकिन हमारा मेन, हम आज भी वही टारगेट आज लेके चल रहे हैं कि जो एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर है हम उनकी अच्छी तरह से सेवा करें सेफ्टी के साथ। एक और चीज मैं ऐड करना चाहूँगा, हमारे काफी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स, बहुत एक बहुत बड़ी तादाद है, उन लोगों का करोड़ों रुपया मार्केट में फंसा हुआ है। क्या उम्मीद है कल को क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा, उनका करोड़ों रुपया फंसा हुआ है कॉमर्शियल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट के पास, क्योंकि एकदम लॉकडाउन हुआ, ना उनसे पेमेंट रिकवरी हुई, ना उनसे।
चंद्र प्रकाश जी, इस प्रश्न को हम अगले उसमें ले लेंगे सेगमेंट में, जब सजेशंस और एडवाइस आएगी। अभी जो आपने बताया, बहुत बढ़िया बात बताई कि कितनी परेशानियां हुई हैं डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को, खासकर उज्ज्वला में, जब घर जाके गैस डिलीवरी देनी थी, कोई मिल नहीं रहा था। कई बार आपने बताया कि महिला डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स खुद लेके गई, कई बार उन्होंने अपने अपने कंधों पे उठा के डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया है। तो ये एक बड़ा आई ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट है आपका, जो मैं सोचता हूँ कि व्यूअर्स को बहुत ही एक अचंभित करेगा और बहुत उनके लिए सुखद भी होगा। नाउ माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज टू मिस्टर अतुल शाह. Mr. Atul Shah, you have heard what everybody has said, that you have to spend more, you have to do the sanitization. You have seen, you have heard what Mr. Chandra Prakash said, that sometimes they have to provide additional person for the safety of the delivery man. Sometimes you are going to your delivery man is going to the containment zone. Now, all those extra expenditure, you are providing the mask, gloves, you are also sanitizing each and every cylinder. Is there any COVID component in distributors' commission calculations? Whatsoever commission you are getting earlier is the same, or are you getting anything extra from the oil companies or the government?
So this is a new challenge. So this was not envisaged. So there is no scope of having a component on COVID ground. Okay. So yes, we are going to put up our papers to the ministry and the oil industry to seek the same, because it cannot continue. This coronavirus is an invisible enemy. It is there. It is going to be there. So this will certainly change our way of life or living style. Okay, maintaining social distance and living a healthy life, caring for your immunity. All these things have already come into our life, and this is going to continue. So providing masks and sanitizers and face shields and disinfecting cylinders will continue as well. So since there is no provision for all these expenses in our existing commission, we will request ministry and an oil industry to consider, and we are very shortly going to submit our papers to them.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shah, for saying that still right now you are not getting anything extra. Whatsoever any distributor is doing, they are doing from their own pocket, for the safety and benefit of the customers as well as their own safety. Now, my next question is to Ms. Asunta. In case the delivery man or his family is infected, is there an insurance policy taken out by you or provided by the oil company or by the government, or any support for these COVID warriors?
See, basically we have the ESI for all our staff. So they are covered there. But the oil company has given us about 5 lakhs ex gratia. That is only for the delivery staff. They say it's for the delivery staff, but we know that it is for the whole community working with LPG. But extra health provisions has not been provided by the oil companies for them. Now we have planning to take a special insurance, the distributors in Bangalore, for COVID. Now COVID is not covered by any insurance companies. Now how is the delivery man and his family, how are they going to be protected? Though they are protected by ESI, but now some more has to be done for them. So we are talking to the insurance companies in conversation with them to do something more on this, as nothing has come forth from the oil companies.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Suntar. According to you, till now, nothing has come from the oil company, although it's already 4 months or past. We can say that now they should also consider, after all, the delivery man is going to everybody's kitchen and their family is also on risk. Now, my next question is to Mr. Abhay. Delivery men and distributors are frontline warriors, as everybody has mentioned. Is there any appreciation by the government or public at large?
I would like to point out here, it's a very good question. I would like to say that yes, there has been appreciation in terms of our industry. We cannot complain. We have no complaints with the oil ministry in terms of appreciation, or our OMCs, or the heads of organizations. Of all the heads of the OMCs have regular shows wherein they are trying to motivate us to work, and our associations. There has been, I would say, a very a 50-50 sort of appreciation by the public, in the sense that they have been so used to us, as I had mentioned earlier. They have been so used to us delivering over so many years that they almost take it for granted that we will be there, not understanding that we are also going through the same pandemic as everybody else. And those delivery men are. I would like to mention here that when the lockdown started, there was this containment zone thing that started after that. Once somebody was infected, and then containment zones happened. Now in small cities, there are very small by-lanes, and those zones were locked by the people of the residing people of those areas. They had put those sheds, and it was a very small area with a lot of by-lanes, and they were going on shutting that entire containment zone one by one. So the lane he entered from, he couldn't exit, and it took him 1.5 hours just to exit that area in this heat. So these are the kind of problems, and people do not appreciate. Most of our customers do, but some of them still request in those containment zones to come inside somehow and deliver the cylinder on the 3rd floor. So and me being from a younger generation, I'm a little active on social media and everything, and I see a lot of these pictures wherein we show Corona warriors, and we have those diagrams. So we see diagrams of even Amazon delivery boys. We see diagrams of healthcare workers and the authorities and the police. We understand they are in the front line. But when we talk of Amazon delivery boys, we see diagrams of food delivery. So why not a person with a cylinder on their shoulder? We have been doing this for so many years, and it's high time we appreciate the effort.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma. What you said is, yes, when we can see on the social media, the delivery persons from Amazon and the food delivery people, why not the delivery man of a gas distributor? After all, he's carrying so much weight on his shoulder, and he's coming to you. You can wait for an Amazon delivery, you can wait for some food delivery, but I don't think anyone can wait if their gas will not reach to his kitchen, because it's a matter for the entire family. Okay, now my next question, Chandra Prakash ji, आपसे है. एक और तो हमारे यहाँ गैस की डिमांड बढ़ती जा रही थी, लेकिन ऐसा क्या हुआ कि जब लॉकडाउन हुआ तो डिमांड एकदम डाउन आ गई. शुरू में पैनिक बुकिंग हुई, लेकिन अभी जो आंकड़े आ रहे हैं उस हिसाब से डोमेस्टिक सप्लाई में भी बहुत गिरावट आई. कुछ लोगों का मानना है, मैं मतलब अपनी ओर से नहीं बता रहा हूँ, कुछ लोगों का मानना है कि ऐसा तो नहीं है कि जो आप डिलीवरी देते हैं कस्टमर्स को, वो कस्टमर्स उन गैस सिलेंडर्स को आगे पास करते कॉमर्शियल इस्टेब्लिशमेंट को. आपकी इस बारे में क्या राय है प्रकाश जी?
हाँ, इसमें कुछ सच्चाई है कि कोरोना काल के पहले के वक्त में कुछ परसेंटेज जो था डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर्स का वो मिसयूज होता था, डाइवर्ट होता था, और उसमें हम लोगों का रोल बहुत मिनिमम है। उसके अंदर जो कस्टमर है 12 सिलेंडर आपको सब्सिडाइड हैं, 1 साल के अंदर सरकार दे रही है सब्सिडी, बट हर कस्टमर्स की कंजम्पशन 12 सिलेंडर की नहीं है। ऑन एन एवरेज आप ऑल इंडिया लगाओगे तो 9 सिलेंडर की कंजम्पशन है एवरेज, किसी की 15 है, किसी की 4 है, किसी की 6 है, ऐसे करके। तो उसमें बहुत चांस था लीकेज का। एक काफी बड़ा कस्टमर का सेक्शन है जो सिलेंडर मंगाता था, वो डाइवर्ट कर देता था। उसमें कुछ जगह हमारा स्टाफ भी इन्वॉल्व हो सकता है, मैं उसको डिनाई नहीं करता, बट अभी जब से ये अभी लॉकडाउन हुआ है तो वो तो बिल्कुल ही जीरो है। उसमें अब कोई मिसयूज का, डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर का मिसयूज का कोई 1% भी चांस नहीं है। बल्कि इनफैक्ट हम लोगों के गोदाम में 19 kg के और 5 kg FTL के सिलेंडर भरे हुए हैं। हर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के यहाँ पे इतना स्टॉक है और कोई लेने वाला नहीं है, तो सरप्लस है अभी 19 kg भी, 5 kg FTL भी, डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर भी। हाँ, कुछ एरिया के अंदर, क्योंकि हर प्रांत की, हर या रीजन की आपने मतलब हर आदमी को एक्सपीरियंस है, फूड हैबिट्स हैं, खाने की हैबिट्स हैं। कुछ जहाँ पे कंजम्पशन डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर की बढ़ी है, उज्ज्वला को साइड में रखें तो उज्ज्वला के जो कस्टमर्स थे उनकी कंजम्पशन, क्योंकि सरकार ने 3 सिलेंडर फ्री दिए हैं और उनके घर पे जाके दे रहे हैं, उनको जागरूक करके दे रहे हैं। जिसको नहीं भी पता उसको भी हमारे चैनल के थ्रू उसको बताया जा रहा है कि आपको सरकार ने फ्री सिलेंडर दिया, आप ले लो। एक तो वो परसेंटेज बढ़ी है कंजम्पशन की ओवरऑल डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर्स की। कुछ एरियाज में पर्टिकुलरली जहाँ पे वेरिएशन होता है सर्दी और गर्मी का, उस एरिया में, नॉर्दर्न रीजन में, आपके सेंट्रल इंडिया में, ईस्टर्न रीजन में, वहां पे डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर में गिरावट आई है। महाराष्ट्र में, उसके नीचे साउथ वगैरह में डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर की कंजम्पशन थोड़ी बढ़ी है और ये अभी कांस्टेंट रहेगी। इसकी डिमांड बढ़ेगी डोमेस्टिक सेक्टर की, क्योंकि अभी भी लोगों में बाहर खाने के अंदर एक विश्वास नहीं है कि बाहर आपको जो खाना मिल रहा है वो ठीक मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, वो मतलब सेफ्टी के हिसाब से उनके खाने लायक है कि नहीं है। अभी भय का वातावरण है। और ये भी देखिए, हमारा जो LP ट्रेड है, सब कुछ डॉक्टर्स की मेहरबानी से, साइंटिस्ट की, मेडिसिन की, अगर इसकी दवाई आ भी गई जल्दी तो कम से कम ये हमारे ट्रेड के अंदर 1.5-2 साल तो चलेगा। तो हम लोगों को पूरा ये PPE वगैरह का हमारे स्टाफ को हम लोगों को प्रोवाइड करना है और आज की तारीख में कस्टमर्स की तरफ से डिमांड हो गई है। मैं तो कह रहा हूँ इस पे भी, LPG पे, जैसे अभी अतुल जी ने जो आपको बताया कमीशन का, इसमें जो कोरोना का जो एडिशनल एक्सपेंसेस हुआ है वो कमीशन में शामिल नहीं है, बट क्योंकि ये लंबा चलने वाला है तो ऑयल कंपनीज को, मिनिस्ट्री को इस पर तुरंत ध्यान देने की बात है, क्योंकि काफी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स महीने 2 महीने में अनवायबल हो जाएंगे, लॉसेस में जाएंगे, और जब कोई चीज लॉसेस में जाएगी तो वो अच्छी सेवा नहीं दे पाएगा।
वो अच्छी सेवा नहीं दे पाएंगे अगर वो लोग लॉसेस में जाएंगे। चंद्र प्रकाश जी, आपका कहना है। लेकिन एक बात जरूर है कि जब लॉकडाउन है तो हर आदमी अपने घर में है और अपने घर में है, खाना घर में ही खा रहा है, क्योंकि बाहर का खाना उस वक्त अलाउड ही नहीं था। तो नेचुरली है एक कि कंजम्पशन बढ़ना चाहिए था, कंजम्पशन कम हुआ। तो क्या आपकी एसोसिएशन उन लोगों की लिस्ट बनाएगी, ऐसे कंज्यूमर्स की जो अपना मिसयूज करते थे और आगे देते थे? खैर, ये अगले उसमें पूछेंगे। अब मैं चलना चाहूंगा। नाउ माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज टू मिस्टर अतुल शाह. Mr. Atul Shah, is it expected that the private players like Reliance and Nayara will enter gas retailing?
Yes, this all depends how government is going to come out with the next strategy. See, till the time they are already there. Private players are already there in the market. It is not there there is no private. There are many private players, but the competition will begin only when the subsidy is removed or the subsidy is given to their customer as well. So these are the two things, I mean, which will if the subsidy is removed, then there will be open competition. It will be open market thing. Maybe companies or the ministry would like to, government would like to continue giving subsidy to the BPL families or the PMUY customers. So, and they may do away subsidy for the general public at large. So then the entire thing will change, scenario will change. So everybody will be on the toes. We will be not bounded by so many controls. We have marketing, MDG marketing discipline guidelines. We have essential commodity, gas control order. There's so many controls. So even we will be free from them and we'll be able to do the way we want to do.
Mr. Atul Shah, that's very good what you have said. But right now you are on a protected environment. Whatsoever consumers you have, that you have to serve. But once these private players will come, definitely the protection will go away, and then there will be a tough competition among the distributors also. Will that be a healthy competition, or it will not? The time will say. Okay, now I would like to go to my next question is to Ms. Asunta. Has improved electricity and PNG network supply cut down LPG supplies in cities?
No, not really. PNG has not made so much of an impact in the city. I mean, the periphery areas, yes, but not really. But one more thing, our consumption has come down, which Chandra Prakash ji forgot to mention is, the oil companies have put a clamp for 15 days. For 15 days, within 15 days, a customer cannot rebook a cylinder. So people with high consumption are unable to do so. So there has been a marginal decrease also because of that. But with electricity, of course, has been very good this summer because of no industries working in the city and in the suburbs and in the rural areas. But I don't think that the usage of electricity has made a big impact. And neither has the pipeline, PMU, pipeline gas, because it has not reached everybody really.
So according to you, there is no big effect of electricity and PNG network.
And I was told that they had switched off the pipelines for a couple of days also during this COVID times, lockdown. Okay. So I'm not I'm certain that it's not made so much of an impact.
Okay. Now my last question is to Mr. Abhay Sharma. What are digital initiatives taken to eradicate cash transactions in the business?
There are a lot of digital initiatives that have been taken. Once the customer, and this is long before COVID, we had already started going digital in terms of our payments. We almost all distributors have all kinds of wallets, Paytm, all kinds of UPI transactions. Also, once a customer books a cylinder and that refill, the cash memo as we call it, the refill slip is printed, the customer gets a message on their phone wherein they can pay online for their gas cylinder within a certain stipulated period of time. So that helps when the delivery boy goes there and he sees it in his app. So now every delivery boy has a smartphone and they have an app wherein they can see if the customer has already paid for it or not. It will give a ₹0 sign. So that is very beneficial. That helps reduce cash transactions. We have Paytms. We have POS machines that delivery boys can carry so that customers can pay by card at their premises. But all this only accounts for the urban population, and not as much in the rural areas. And the bulk of our customers are still more or less in the rural areas, and even in cities, more of customers need to be pushed to use digital transactions. While we have all the facilities available, it is still important that the customers shift towards digital, because we are providing almost every sort of platform wherein they can use digital transactions. But awareness for digital transactions pertaining to cylinder deliveries is still lacking as of now, because we are so used to paying for cash for these essentials that it is still there is still a lot of scope for growth to go digital.
Okay, there is still lots of growth. But there are lots of questions which are unanswered. One is very simple. What about the internet connections? Are they powerful in the rural area? If not, then how the delivery can be executed? Secondly, what about the migrants? We have seen that lots of families moved from one place to another place. Now they were carrying their own children, their own very limited luggage. What about the cylinders? What about their all those documents which they have not carried? What is going to happen to them once they will reach to their village or the native place? So there are lots of questions. I'm sure that we require more and more such type of program to get that answers. But now I would like to get the suggestions and advice. सबसे पहले चंद्र प्रकाश जी, मैं आपसे चाहूंगा पूछना कि आपका क्या सजेशन है गवर्नमेंट को या ऑयल कंपनीज को कि क्या उन्हें करना चाहिए, और आपकी क्या एडवाइस है पब्लिक के लिए? चंद्र प्रकाश जी।
पब्लिक के लिए तो मेरी पहली एडवाइस ये है कि पर्टिकुलरली जो रूरल एरियाज हैं उसके अंदर परमानेंट, देखिए डिमांड बहुत कम आती है, हर गांव से डिमांड बहुत कम आती है, वो प्रैक्टिकली वायबल नहीं है डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के लिए कि डेली बेसिस पे उसके घर पे सिलेंडर पहुंचा दिया जाए डोर स्टेप पे। तो उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से भी करीब मोर देन 3 लाख ऑल ओवर इंडिया, अब तो ज्यादा होंगे, कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर्स हैं विलेजेस के अंदर। उसके अंदर अगर वो अरेंजमेंट हो जाता है तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स उनके यहाँ पे सिलेंडर छोड़ के तो वहीं से कस्टमर जो है, ग्रामीण कस्टमर जो हैं, उन सेंटर से सिलेंडर कलेक्ट कर सकता है। वो दोनों के लिए सुविधा, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के लिए भी, कस्टमर्स के लिए भी। दूसरी मेरी ये चीज है कि कस्टमर जो आम उपभोक्ता शहर में जो गांव में, उनसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि जैसे हम सिलेंडर सैनिटाइज करके देते हैं, वो भी जो एम्प्टी सिलेंडर्स देते हैं उसको भी सैनिटाइज करके दें, तो एक तो वक्त बचेगा और हमारा जो स्टाफ है, डिलीवरी स्टाफ, लड़के जो हैं, आदमी जो है, उनको भी रिस्क कम होगा। क्योंकि बहुत जगह मैंने देखा कि कस्टमर्स के वहाँ भी सिलेंडर्स का बहुत बद इंतजामी से इस्तेमाल होता है, गंदी जगह सिलेंडर को रखते हैं। एक तो सिलेंडर को साफ सुथरी जगह रखें, जैसे बाकी किचन के इक्विपमेंट आप रखते हैं उसी तरह सिलेंडर की देखभाल भी करें। खाली सिलेंडर को कहीं भी वो कबाड़ में या कहीं भी ऐसी जगह रख देते हैं जहाँ पे डस्ट वगैरह गंदी चीजें पड़ी रहती है, ये उपभोक्ता के लिए है। दूसरी चीज, ऑयल कंपनी से की तरफ से देखिए, हमारा जो डिलीवरी मैन है वो 30 किलो सिलेंडर अपने कंधे पे उठा के ले जाता है, खाली सिलेंडर वापस लेके आता है। उसके पास पीडीसी चेकिंग के इक्विपमेंट्स हैं, उसके बाद तोलने का है, और फिर उसको एडिशनल काम दोगे डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शंस का, वो कस्टमर को करना चाहिए। हम आज की तारीख में सभी कह रहे हैं कि सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग मेंटेन करना चाहिए। हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा डिलीवरी मैन और जो कस्टमर है उसके अंदर सोशल कॉन्टैक्ट कम से कम हो एट द टाइम ऑफ डिलीवरी। तो ये जो एडिशनल काम उनको दे दिया जाता है वो अभी फॉर द टाइम बिंग पोस्टपोन रखा जाए जब तक ये कोरोना का इफेक्ट रहेगा। तो ये ऑयल कंपनी को भी चाहिए कि वो कोई टारगेट या ऐसा कोई प्रेशर नेटवर्क पे ना डाले। पहली चीज है एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर्स को टाइमली और सेफली गैस का सिलेंडर की लगातार आने वाले टाइम में भी सप्लाई पूरी रहे। ऐसा ना हो कि कहीं सिलेंडर की चेन, कहीं डिलीवरी की चेंज में बाधा आ जाए। तो ये एडिशनल जो चीजें टारगेट हैं ये बाद में पूरा हो सकता है। आज की तारीख में सबका ध्येय ये होना चाहिए। प्लस सभी को, ऑयल कंपनीज को, मिनिस्ट्रीज को, सभी को जो एडिशनल एक्सपेंसेस अब हम जो कर रहे हैं और आगे फ्यूचर में भी साल 2 साल तो करना पड़ेगा, उसको इमीडिएटली रीएम्बर्स हमारे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को करना चाहिए। मैं आपने जैसा अभी इनसे पूछा है जी से, नो डाउट मंत्री जी ने, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी ने 2-3 दफा मीडिया पे ओपनली बिल्कुल जो हमारे डिलीवरी स्टाफ है डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स का, उन्होंने हौसला अफजाई की है। उन्होंने उनको शाबाशी भी दी है कि ऐसे क्राइसिस के अंदर उन्होंने फ्रंट पे आके और ये सेवा दी है। और उपभोक्ता के लिए जैसे आपने कहा, थोड़ा सा मैं चाहूंगा कि जो कस्टमर है, एक कुछ परसेंटेज कस्टमर्स का है जो हमारे डिलीवरी मैन से ठीक से बिहेव नहीं करता। उनका दिमाग, उनका एटीट्यूड आज भी नहीं बदला जो 5 साल पहले पुराना था। एक भ्रांति है डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के में कि इनकी बहुत कमाई है, ये बिल्कुल गलत भ्रम है। हमारे देखिए एक ये ऐसा सेक्शन है हमारा एलपी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स का, इसके अंदर सोशल कैटेगरी, स्टूल कास्ट, स्टूल ट्राइब्स, वार विडोज, कारगिल के जो शहीद हुए थे उनका, फ्रीडम फाइटर, ग्रेजुएट्स, अनएम्प्लॉयड ग्रेजुएट्स, इंजीनियर्स, ये पूरा ऐसा मतलब समाज का कोई तबका ऐसा नहीं है जो इस नेटवर्क में ना हो। तो इसके अंदर सबकी इच्छा होती है कि हम एक ईमानदारी के दायरे में रह के, कायदे कानून में रह के ईमानदारी से सिलेंडर पहुंचाएं। 2-4% हर जगह देखिए, किसी भी ट्रेड में एक ह्यूमन है, ह्यूमन चेन है, ह्यूमन बीइंग है, कहीं ना कहीं कोई ना कोई कमी तो रहती है, तो उसकी तो कोई गारंटी ले नहीं सकता। बट ज्यादातर मेजोरिटी जो हमारा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर नेटवर्क है वो ईमानदारी के दायरे में रह के, कायदे कानून में रह के काम करने में विश्वास करता है।
ईमानदारी के दायरे में रह के काम करने में विश्वास करता है ज्यादातर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स। आपका कहना है चंद्र प्रकाश जी का। आपने जो एक बात कही वो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि जो विलेजेस हैं उनमें अगर कम्युनिटी सेंटर में अगर सिलेंडर्स को स्टोर कर दिया जाए, हालांकि उसके लिए एक्सप्लोजिव वगैरह का लाइसेंस लिया जा सकता है, उससे एक तो फायदा ये होगा कि जो आज विलेज के युवा लोग हैं उनको भी एक वहाँ सर्विस देने में बड़ा फायदा होगा और वो लोग आगे आएंगे, उनको एम्प्लॉयमेंट भी मिलेगा। नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू गो टू मिस्टर Atul Shah for the same thing. What are your suggestions to the oil companies and the government, and what your advice to the public at large?
Mr. Atul public Shah. के लिए तो हम we would like to say for the public, see they should treat. I mean, there are some cases where our dealermen have been mistreated or misbehaved with because of out of fear. They are throwing money. They are not paying money in their hand. They are throwing money on the ground. All such type of things has also happened, though it's not big in the numbers, but they should be treated as a human. We have been telling that we are coming here for you to serve. Okay, so they should appreciate that. That's it for the customers. Have patience in us, have faith in us, have patience, and try to wait. See, people, most of the time, the complaints are generated out of fear. They're not the genuine. They are out of fear whether I'll get or not. So they would like to make complaints so that their voice is heard. So they should learn to have patience and trust in us. And oil industry, definitely we would like to say, as far as the commercial segment is concerned, like Chandra Prakash ji has already brought that topic out. See, there are around 24,500 distributors. Okay, out of that, if we consider only 14,000 distributors, forgetting about the rural and Durgam Kshetra distributors, they are doing commercial. So based on that, we have prepared a working whereby it has come out that around 2,500 to 3,000 crore rupees is at stake of the network, which is by way of credit. So which is on hold for February supplies made during the month of February and March. So we need to come out with some strategy whereby we can safeguard the interest of the network, the money is safeguarded, and we get, otherwise during the competition, if during this time also we start competing each other, so then the commercial customers will take advantage and the distributors are going to suffer. The pie is going to be the same. The entire sale is the same. Say if it is 100 cylinder, for example, so it is going to remain 100 cylinders. Only thing, sometime one company will pull over somebody's business and next month somebody else's. But by doing this, the customer is going to take advantage and we will be suffering. So we are also in process of taking up this issue with the oil companies. And we are very much sure, including our network and oil companies will come together. We all will come together and see that our network doesn't suffer on this ground.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Atul Shah, for giving advice to the public that they should not ill-treat the delivery person. After all, he is coming to you to deliver you a gas cylinder so that you can cook your food. So please treat him as a warrior, not as a person who is coming to give you the corona. Very nice suggestion you have given, and also you have mentioned about the commercial aspect. And I'm sure when your federation is taking up the matter, the oil company will definitely consider that. Now, my same thing to Ms. Asunta, what is your suggestions to the government and advice to the public at large?
My basic request would be to the oil companies and the government. See, our delivery boys, now if I take Bengaluru, for example, we are supplying nearly 175,000 cylinders in a day, domestic. Now this is touching 175,000 households. The delivery staff are reaching 175,000 households. Now there could be a contamination somewhere in this 175,000. So what I request the government, plus I request our oil companies to facilitate frequent testing for our delivery staff. See, this chain, if this chain has to be broken, they have to be tested, because we don't know when they will get it, when they will not get it. and they will also supply it to 1,75,000 households. It's a huge figure we are looking at over here. So this is an urgent requirement. We need the oil companies to facilitate this, because individually distributors, it's difficult. If they take a stand and we nominate a place where they can go to get themselves tested once a week, I'm sure this will go a long way in breaking this COVID chain. Secondly, I request the customers, as Mr. Chandra Prakash ji suggested, the cylinders now, we have to lay emphasis that they sanitize it and give it back to us. See, most of them don't do it. They give it back. Now, in a small household where he has a 3 stores house, he has to carry the cylinder up, carry the cylinder down on his shoulders. Now, when we are giving them the cylinders, we are sanitizing it. But when we receive the cylinders, I'm not sure what is it. Is there a hidden danger there? I'm not sure. So the man again is carrying it on his shoulder and bringing it down. Now, this is a huge, huge danger for them and for everybody around them, everybody, their families, etc. So I request the public that please sanitize your cylinders and return it to the delivery boys.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunta, for giving very good suggestions to the government and the oil companies for the testing of the delivery man every week, and advice to the public that they should sanitize the cylinder while returning. Yes, because if a delivery man is bringing down from third floor, and if it is not sanitized, he will definitely get the infection immediately, and which will be a disaster for everyone, because after all, he is going to the next household and many other households.
That's right.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sunta. Now, Mr. Abhay Sharma, what are your suggestions to the oil company and government and advice to the public at large?
My first suggestion, as Asunta ma'am has very rightly put, and it is the most pressing and most important thing that needs to be done, is regular testing of delivery personnel. They need to be protected, and in turn, testing them would protect the society at large, because as she has very rightly and categorically mentioned, that they enter so many households every day in almost every area, in fact, all the areas of every city, covering the length and breadth of the country. So it is very important to when we talk of breaking the chain, that we test them regularly. As we had already discussed insurance, there should be a rethink on the amount that they have been insured for. There should be a rethink on the whole insurance that the government has offered our frontline workers as well as distributorships. I would also suggest the government, in consultation with the oil companies and our associations, to come up with a specific COVID relief designed for LPG. Every industry should take this up in their own sectors, but I believe that our LPG associations and the OMC should sit with the ministries and have a COVID relief specifically designed for our industry, taking into account the different problems and the different challenges that we are going through and will again go through in the coming years. And in the end, for the public, there's just one sentiment that sort of lacks in our society, is empathy. And the public at large should be a little bit more empathetic towards our personnel and empathetic towards everybody. And one thing that I had read somewhere was, rather than thinking that the person who's coming to you has the disease, you should also think that you have the disease and live in that manner, so that the person who's coming is also protected and you are also protected, and that will help everybody at large. And in the end, I just like to say that we are in this for the long haul, so we should face it with a smile, and that's what our delivery men have been doing throughout this. And let's just hope that there's a lot of positivity in the coming months.
Yeah, lots of positivity should come, and we should all face with a smile. Very nice message, Mr. Abhay Sharma. Yes, you want to say something, Mr. Chandra Prakash? आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
Yes. लाल साहब, जैसे आपके नाम में लाल है और आप भी सोशल वर्क कर रहे हैं, एक बहुत नेक काम आपकी जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, दैट इज Organ Donation India Foundation.
जी.
And you are doing a wonderful job in that, and performing a very good duty to educate the people for organ donations. Our federation, our network is also in a social work. Every time, whenever there is a crisis, whether it is a Kerala fund, Kashmir flood, Odisha cyclone, Bengal cyclone, other Kargil like the PM relief fund. This time also, our network, LPG distributor network, has donated around 2 crores till today to the PM Care funds. So we are also participating. Our network is always in the forefront of social activities like this.
Okay.
I want to mention especially our thousands of distributors. They have donated commercial cylinders to the people, those who are providing free food to the migratory laborers and the poor peoples. And still we are doing. We have distributed biscuits and like other items, those who are crossing the godowns and other in those days of April and May. And we will still continue. I congratulate you also that you are in a very, you are doing a very noble duty to educate people for organ donation. Thank you.
धन्यवाद चंद्र प्रकाश जी। ये तो मेरे ख्याल से सभी देशवासियों का इस वक्त ध्येय है और सबको ही करना चाहिए। आखिर ये आपदा एक के ऊपर नहीं है, हम सब पे है, पूरे विश्व में है। So today you have seen the other side, the distributors, their views, what they are saying, because whatsoever appears in the media, that is one side only, that the distributors are looting, they are not providing the cylinder on time, and they are misbehaving. But we have seen how they are doing it in spite of all odds, when they are reaching to your home and they are bringing the cylinders to your home kitchen so that you can cook the food. And this is only possible if we also behave nicely with them. As many of our panelists has mentioned today, that if the behavior of our customers, although it's very very less amount of the customers are doing like this, but in my opinion, at this situation of COVID-19, everyone, every Indian should stand up and say salute to the gas distributors and their warriors, the gas delivery men. After all, they are bringing us the food because we are getting the food because of them. So today you have seen this special edition of our program, COVID-19 Impact on LPG Trade, which is brought live by V4 News, News Karnataka, Global TV, Malnadu TV, as well as it was shown live on Facebook and YouTube. Tomorrow, we are coming out with a new program. It will be a COVID-19 impact on Indian art and culture with very, very elite panel. I am sure that you are liking our programs, and because our aim is just to bring the real story, the real things from those who are expert or who are leaders of their trade. Thank you very much. I thank you all, my panelists, to joining us and giving us the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
ಪವರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ ಫೇವರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಯಾರು ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್. ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿರೋರ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ನ ಅಧಿಕ ವಿಟಮಿನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸನ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ರಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಯಿಲ್. ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್.